What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on. In this video today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, what we're gonna be reacting to, man, we got Carmen, and we also got Ezee dealing with the Billionaire twins again. So let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend to tell a friend until they ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joey still a hoe. Let's get right into the video. First and foremost, we're gonna react to Carmen and what she has to say on her divorce and also her new boo, right? And yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's see what Carmen got to say.
But
yeah.
So as far as dating, do you feel like you're gonna date right away, or you feel like you're gonna give yourself time to heal?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely, need that time to heal. I'm not rushing anything, like I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, yeah, because people already put titles on things, so it's like I want people to know like I'm not rushing anything, and I don't want people to look at me like I'm just doing it just to give back or for revenge or
rebound
for
type shit.
I'm not, I'm not that type of person. I feel like people already know that about me anyways. So it's like people know I need to heal, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I have done like a little bit of enough healing.
I know this is just random as fuck, but I really like her nails. I like the white French tips. I don't know, they do something to me.
In order for me to just go live life now, And I feel like I will have that moment to myself where I'm just going to be able to let it all out the way that I need to, because I haven't really had my moment yet, So it's going to come soon. It may come before the New Year's end, I don't know, but it's going to come. And I'm going to feel more free afterwards. Like, I know I'm going to feel like my shoulder just,
Yeah.
Right. It takes time to heal. It takes time. Like, there's no, like,
you can't rush
you can't
that
put
shit.
a time limit on that, or like how an expectation. Like, you just got to heal. And everybody has their own way of healing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is, But the fact that you were able to, jump into action and keep things moving, that's good. And that I feel like that's the difference between people who are successful and not. Because a lot of people...
That's so true, man. That is so true what he said right there. And shout out to him, too. He has, like, a really dope, chill interview style. Like, he doesn't do too much. He seems very authentic and genuine and true to himself. I fuck with that. What he was saying about going through something challenging and still persevering and still keeping it moving is what separates winners from losers, is what separates the successful and not successful. You got to keep going no matter what you're going through in life, y'all. Shit is going to happen, right? Shit is going to happen. You're going to get detoured, derailed from whatever the fuck you're trying to manifest, whatever it is, right? Whatever goal you have, you may get taken off that path. But are you still moving towards it? Are you still moving in the direction? Like, no matter what happens, are you still persevering? Are you still committed and dedicated and determined to better your situation? And that's what is going to separate you from the person who is just like, fuck it, I'm going to just drink my life away, or I'm going to take these drugs and I'm going to just totally just lose my mind. You got to take the way you look at a situation and flip it. Because 9 times out of 10, the only reason why you feel some type of way, you feel any negative emotion towards something, is because you're looking at it in maybe, I don't want to say the wrong way, but you're looking at it in a way that is just not helping or benefiting your mindset. So sometimes it's easier said than done, but sometimes all it takes is shifting your perspective to something more positive, right? Now, I will also say that you don't want to just totally neglect your feelings. If you're feeling negative and you're feeling upset, or you feeling pissed off, or you feeling like you need to cry, don't bottle that shit in. Cry, nigga. It's okay to cry. If you feel upset, go punch some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Go do something. Like, I'm not saying to ignore your feelings, because that's a whole nother topic. All I'm saying is, after you cry it out, after you get that emotion out, don't stay there, right? Don't stay there. Keep moving forward. Keep persevering and say, okay, I cried about it. I punched a couple pillows, or I went to the forest and I screamed real loud because I didn't want nobody to hear my frustrations coming out. But after that, look, how we going to proceed? This happened. I can't change it. How can I switch my mindset to see what was the positive things that came out of this this hiccup? or this pitfall or this detour or this challenge, this difficulty in my life, what is something that I'm able to see as far as something positive I'm able to pull out of this that can help me be stronger, right? What's a tool that I can utilize from going through this experience that I will never let this shit happen again, you know? So
that's the difference between people who are successful and not. Because a lot of people who don't find success, that's what it is. They let life get to them too much. You know what I'm saying?
Word to your mother, son.
Even if you had took more time off, it would have been understandable, but you jumped straight back to it.
Word to your mother, son.
So what do you think co-parenting would look like with you and Corey?
Good question.
It can go both ways. You know, you can either go through the core, you know, how he claims he wants it, or he can go the way where we finally just be two an adults and just talk like an adult for the sake of the kids.
Good luck with that, Carmen. I really hope that y'all can sit down as adults and do that. But just knowing Corey and his antics, it might just be better to go to the courts, you know. But hopefully they can sit down as two grown-ass adults that know that, hey, this just didn't work out. Let's do what we need to do to take care of what we need to take care of as far as the divorce is concerned. And let's try to make this as painless as possible, which that's why I'm saying I don't know if this is going to work, because Corey has been trying to make it very painful for Carmen, and Carmen has not been responding in the ways that he wants to. He's not getting a reaction. So I don't know if he's going to make this a difficult process, but I really hope that they can just sit down, especially for the children. People don't think enough about the children. The children is always the ones suffering through these situations over childish ass, petty ass, selfish ass bullshit, bruh. You're supposed to be the grown ass motherfucker who's going to be responsible enough to say, hey, we got to think about the kids. When the kids grow up, they going to see daddy throwing shade at mommy and all this crazy shit, bro. Like, come on, man. People don't think. Or they just don't give a fuck. But I really hope that they can sit down as adults and work this shit out, man.
And just communicate for the kids. Because I'm not a bitter person.
Hello?
I'm not trying to be the bitter person, you know. But I feel like the moment with him and the kids hasn't happened because it's not genuine. I don't want it to be forced. I don't want it to be because a point got to be proven. Like, I don't want it to be for that reasons. So I just pray to God and I ask that if it is time for me and him to just have a clear understanding on just co-parenting and everything else, we don't have to talk about nothing else, you know? We don't. But just have understanding, all right, like, how we going to figure this out just for the kids. Then if the right time comes, let it happen naturally. But if it's not the right time yet, then I'm just going to wait on the time, you know? But he know the kids going to be good, you know? He ain't got nothing to worry about it. The kids going to be good. Like, he knows, like, I protect my kids. Like, I'm not just going to let anything happen to them. So I feel like he feels a little bit secure on that part, knowing that, yeah, like, my kid's good.
I want y'all to comment down below and let me know. Have you been in a situation to where you were the mature one dealing with a co-parenting situation, but the other party was immature? And how did you deal with that? Comment down below and let me know. Or, if we really being real, how many of you guys can actually admit that you were the immature one? Right? Or maybe y'all were both immature. And how did you grow from that?
Like, how are you dealing with the whole breakup with Corey emotionally? Like how are you really doing with it?
It may sound crazy, but to be honest, I kind of shut down my feelings off a long time ago. I became numb to it. Like, I kept telling myself, like, you better believe it. It's real. It's real. It's real. Like, this is what's really going on, and it's not gonna stop. Or what's done is done. What's said is said. Like, how you come back from that? How you know? And I feel like at the end of the day, it's like I'm being real with myself, and I know that God knows, like, I'm not this person, or I didn't do these things that are being put out there. You know what I mean? And sometimes it does hurt, of course. Like, I'm still hurt. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, go back to, I'm going to have a day that is going to come where I'm going to have to just focus on me, you know, like, disconnect from social media. Don't be on social media. Like, don't text and don't call nobody. Like, just me, you know. it's gonna come where I'm gonna have to let it out, cry, scream if I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, like,
well,
the one time.
That's so crazy because I just spoke about that. Yo, I be knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes I'll be knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I said, man. You cannot bottle that shit in and just walk around. That's kind of like trying to hold in a fart. Have you ever tried to hold in a fart? Or better yet, have you ever been on a highway, nigga, trying to get to where you need to get to? You still got 30 minutes on your drive, right? Even 20 minutes, even 10 minutes, and you got to shit so bad, bro. You got to shit so bad, and it is just tearing you up inside, like, you know, and you don't feel better until you take that shit. That is the same way that our emotions work. So many of us want to bottle shit inside, right? And then use drugs and alcohol or significant others who we abuse and be toxic to. We want to use everything to numb ourselves from the emotions that we bottle up inside of ourselves. The shit I be popping is worth its weight in gold. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. If y'all holding that shit, you're going to explode one day. You're going to explode one day. And that day when you explode, I'm telling you, those emotions still have not been processed. So you're going to explode. You're going to embarrass yourself and the people around you or whatever the case is. And you're still going to have to process those emotions. So as difficult as it may sound, a lot of us just need to go in that closet where the skeletons are and face our fears and face our demons, which are our own emotions from traumatic experiences that we just don't want to feel. But if we allow ourselves to feel it, process those emotions, we can naturally move up, right? Maybe you can't move up and you feel stuck because you're holding on to emotions that no longer serve you, that they're already, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to hold on to that baggage. And like she said, once she's able to process that shit, a weight will be lifted from her shoulders. So if you're going through something like this where you're bottling all of your emotions in and trying to forget and numb yourself, y'all, the best thing you can do is sit in that room, maybe even play some sad songs and sad music and cry it out. Or whatever you need to do, or go into the middle of the forest, like I said, and scream, or whatever it is, y'all. You got to process that shit. Get that shit off of you, and you will feel so much better. You cannot hold on to that shit, yo.
Not too long ago, I went to a breaking room, you know, where I'm breaking stuff, and I was expecting that I was gonna break down. Actually, you know, I was expecting that, and I did it, and I feel like if I would have stayed there a little bit longer, I would have actually like broke down. So that's why
that's like, what you need, though. That is exactly what you need, and I think a lot of us are scared to actually have that breakdown moment because it feels. It's a vulnerable place to be. Nobody really wants to feel like, damn, I'm an emotional wreck. But after that emotional storm, the rainbow always follows. The sunshine comes out and you be like, God damn, man, why did I take so long to allow myself to feel this? And now I feel so much better. Trust me on this, y'all.
I told my friend, I said, come on, I'm ready to go. Like, I already cried 2 times. Like, I was expecting it for to happen, but it felt good letting a lot of stuff out because when I was hitting the things, like, so much came to my mind. So I had the anger to just really let it out, you know. But I really been turned my feelings down. So I haven't really been able to feel any type of way, you know. Like, when people ask questions about him, it's like, do I see myself, you know, ever getting back to him? No. Do I, if he was to change and stuff, will you still? No, you know, because...
No, I feel like that was definitely a no, because Corey even spoke about him trying to do all he could when that whole fake breakup thing happened. He was trying to do everything the right way, but it's too much too late. Too much too late. She was already emotionally checked out, and unfortunately, a lot of guys wait until that point to actually be grateful and appreciate that woman. And if your woman does not feel appreciated, it's not going to be long before she leaves. It might take a month, it might take a year, it might take 5 years or 10 years sometimes, but there's going to be a point to where that the woman who feels unappreciated, she's not going to be there, because guess what? She's going to see that this nigga man, you know what I'm saying? I could be with this nigga and this nigga could actually treat me how I'm supposed to be treated. This nigga could actually appreciate me. This nigga could actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be toxic and abusive towards me mentally and not even physically sometimes. Mental abuse is some of the worst abuse you could experience. So, you know, a woman starts waking up to the fact that, damn, you know, like, yeah, and then, of course, you don't feel emotionally connected to the guy anymore either. So it's just like, yeah, she's going to have wandering eyes. She's going to be thinking, you know, I could be doing so much better. And she can.
It's like I feel like the most unthinkable stuff ever happened, you know, and it's like, damn, like, how can you erase that, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, nah, it's cool. We have kids for sure, you know, but my kid's gonna be good regardless. So when it comes to my emotion, I don't want to hate him, you know, because I feel like hate is a strong word. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hate him, but, you know, a person can really push you there, you know, but I just don't feel nothing towards him, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish him well and I pray for him for sure, you know, like, I definitely do, but everything else is just, it's whatever.
You can see the pain in her eyes, y'all. Like, it's dying to come out. And I hope one day soon that she's able to let that shit out, man, because she needs to. You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah, I feel bad y'all went through that.
Yeah, me too, really, but...
You know, y'all got together so young.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's hard, like, when you say, like, he did things that were unthinkable. And, you know, it's like when you're young and you don't really know, like, you're still learning. Because a lot of people don't get married that young. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when you do, like, some of that stuff would have probably happened in a relationship that wasn't marriage. Like, some of the things you do, like,
maybe without
like,
kids,
mistakes,
too.
You know, like, you're dating someone and, like, you do some shit, like, and they break up. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I did too much. I'm not going to do that next time. I don't know if y'all really got the chance to really experience those types of lessons. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure y'all dated people before, but it's so young. Like, once you get to be, like, an adult and you're dating, you know what I'm saying?
It's been a different way.
Yeah, it's a different type of relationship. When you're in, like, high school, middle school, you're dating, but it's like, it ain't really mean nothing. Like, but, like, when you're adult, you start understanding what love is and stuff like that. And then you learn lessons. And I feel like y'all learned a lot of lessons together.
Yeah.
And it's an unfortunate thing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if y'all had met at a later time, a lot of that stuff wouldn't have happened. It's basically what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it did happen that way, you know? And I don't know. But
you know what? He says unfortunately, but sometimes you don't even see that something so tragic, like a big breakup or whatever you're going through, right? That you think is big at that moment and your whole world is like crumbling down around you. A year later, 6 months later, 2 years later, whatever it is, right? Give it time. They say time heals all. But time will also change your perspective. And maybe 2 years down the line, she'll look up and be like, damn, that was the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me, because now I feel free. Now I'm in this other relationship that actually I feel appreciated. I feel loved. I'm able to actually have healthy communication with this person, whatever it is, right? And you just see that even though that was such a bad point, a low point in your life, it actually ended up being the biggest blessing going into the next chapter of your lives. Sometimes we got to go through painful shit to where when we learn those lessons and we move on, we can actually see that, damn, bro, I don't even know why the fuck I tolerated all that shit in that relationship, you know? I thought that was love, but I had no idea. So he says unfortunately, but I say fortunately it happened. Because I don't feel like our God allows anything to happen to us. It happens for us, right? It happens for us. So look at every seemingly negative thing in your life and just say, I wonder why God put this in my life, put this struggle or difficulty in my life. I wonder, what ways can I benefit from this difficulty or this challenge? Will it make me stronger? Right? Will I be able to learn lessons now instead of later learning a lesson? Right? So there's so many ways that you can look at things. And you always have to have faith in God or whatever you believe in. Maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you believe in hot Cheetos. Believe in hot Cheetos. Be like, man, hot Cheetos, I believe in you, right? Whatever you believe in. But you have to have faith that everything is happening exactly in accordance with what is supposed to happen, right? Don't go against that. That's where resistance and negative feelings come from. Go with the flow. That's crazy because his podcast is called Let It Flow. 100%. Let it flow. This is life, and it's a beautiful life. There's going to be things that we might not like that happen. But it's not about what happens to you. It's about what you do next, right? How are you going to look at that situation that could benefit you? Because looking at it negatively, deciding, because it's always a decision, how you look at things. You can look at it in a negative way and continue to be depressed about it, or you can seek for the positives and change your whole perspective, which could change the shape of your future. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. But anyway, man, this can turn into church, y'all.
I would definitely change, not let it be known that, like, I do not want that to happen, you know. But I feel like it was more stuff like, you know, just I wanted to make my person happy. Like, I want to try it. Let's see how it goes.
What, a threesome?
You know, and eating wasn't really for the best. But I definitely... It's 50-50 because I do regret it, but then I don't because I feel like it was meant to happen, obviously. I feel like nothing happens for mistake. Like, you know, I feel like even this video right now, you know, it was meant to happen. You know, the way it is happening. The way I leave the house is already made. Like, our whole life is scripted already. We just don't know it.
Come on,
you know,
now,
like,
Carmen.
Tomorrow, we don't know that it's promised. But only God knows if it's promised for us. You know what I mean? So... I feel like
that's another thing I want to tell y'all, bro. Like, some of y'all is stressing out right now, right? Some of y'all is worrying about shit, doubting shit. But at the end of the day, if you think about if you were to die right now, how much irrelevant ass shit, even bills, y'all, whatever it is that's stressing you out, bills or maybe a girlfriend or whatever it is, if you died today, all of that shit that you thought mattered would disappear in a split second, y'all. So you really have to live life as joyous and as happy and as free as possible. And stop caring about what other motherfuckers think, bruh. That is going to hold you back in the worst way. And then when you on your deathbed or when you dead, you're going to be like, damn, I wasted all my time thinking about what the next person had to say. When I could have been doing this, and this. I missed out on this, and this. You know, I didn't do anything that I wanted to do because I was so concerned about what other people thought, or I didn't believe in myself, or whatever it is, y'all. So that's another thing. You got to live life like it is your last day. It could be your last breath, your last moment. People drop dead every day just for no fucking reason at all. So stop taking life for granted, y'all.
All this happened for a reason where we are where we needed to be at.
That's a fact.
You know,
that is a fact.
And maybe, you know, him being who he's being so far, it is meant to happen for me to see it and open my eyes so I can be able to just really let go and move forward.
Move accordingly.
You know what I mean? So I don't really try to question it too much no more. And it hurts more when I really pay attention. I'm like, damn, this whole time, like, this was already going to happen. And shoot, I was living in a whole different, you know, mind.
Fairy tale.
So,
yeah.
I can definitely, that's how I try to put things nowadays, you know, like, everything is meant to happen, you know, and I feel like everything is really a lesson, you know, so I really don't try to really have too many regrets in life.
And if you learn the lesson, it turns into a blessing. Now, if you don't learn the lesson, you're going to keep repeating and then you're going to keep stressing. So do you want to keep stressing or do you want the blessing? If you want the blessing, you better learn the lesson.
Everything's really a lesson.
Yeah. I always look at, like, people like, you took an L. And I always look at, like, an L stands for a lesson.
A lesson. And 2 L's make a W. Come on now. As long as you learn the lessons. All right. Where is she going to talk about Mechie over here, man? Let's see that.
But I've been hearing about somebody. So who is Mechie to you?
Oh, man. I knew it was coming. I just played it. Mechie, I'm not gonna lie, Mechie to me, I already said in my video, is like he's definitely a person that people don't know, you know, like he is such a lover boy. Like I know people see him for a player because, you know, he do whatever he do in his videos and stuff, but he is not that person, you know, like I won't say I know him in a relationship wise because I never met him while he was in a relationship, or, you know, like I don't know how he really operates. But he was there when the breakup first started, you know, like, he was the male version of me that I needed it, because he was the strong version of me. You know, like I was the weak one where I was crying. He was the one that was holding me down and letting me know, like, it's okay if you have to do this, do that. Or he'd be like, don't say that. You don't have to address this. Like, he was my friend that I needed, you know, at that moment. And after that, like, he offered me something that I feel like I needed, you know, that I need. He's definitely somebody special to me for sure. He knows, you know, he knows who he is. I don't need to explain too much, but no, yeah, Mitch is definitely he's a good guy for sure, and I appreciate him a lot. You know, I appreciate him, and I feel like God put him in my life for a reason during times that I did needed somebody. You know, so yeah. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
So y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below, man. I seen that people were saying that, you know, Carmen is gonna use Mechie as a rebound. I done heard Mechie is gonna use Carmen just for clout. Let me know how y'all feel thus far about Mechie and Carmen's situationship that they got going on, you know. I wish them the best. It seems like they got chemistry. They got a cool dynamic and all of that, and we just gonna have to see what happens. You know, I feel like it's too soon to say anything at all. But what I do know is I see that Carmen is genuine from what we can see on camera. We don't know what happens when the cameras go off, but when the cameras is on and we see them together, I just see chemistry. You know, I see Carmen being genuine, and I see Mechie being genuine as well. So who knows what the future holds for Carmen and Mechie? You know, only they know that. Only they can decide that. So we just gonna let them have that and just watch. You know, I got my popcorn like I always say. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. Last but not least, this is a long ass video already. We're gonna talk about the Billionaire twins and Ezee. All right, like I said, shout out to Miss Gentile who sent me this on Instagram. Billionaire twins, they had just dropped this, I believe, yesterday. All right, it says part 2 with Ezee. She said she deleted the Instagram, so let's watch right quick, y'all.
On one video.
All right, so let me be honest. You gotta stop looking at me.
I'm gonna also say recording somebody without their consent is crazy, and having 2% battery is crazy too. Like, come on now, where your charger at?
Whenever you're talking to other people, as if their response, their whatever they're feeling, doesn't make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I didn't say it didn't make sense, but I'm asking a question. If I voided the contract, why did you take the Instagram account?
Okay, so we gotta break it down. So we all know that she said, or one of the twins said, that they were supposed to have, or they signed a 3-year contract that Ezee was gonna be their social media manager. So I guess that shit is voided. I guess they canceled that shit out.
If I voided the contract, why did you take the Instagram account?
The Instagram is gone. You started at 2,000 followers.
No, we didn't. We started at 6,000 followers. That's a lie.
I'm gonna send you the screenshot, because I'm not trying to argue.
The Instagram is gone, but what made...
For one, I'm not, like I said in the previous video, I'm not giving you my login credentials. My Instagram is my Instagram. Right now, if you want me to start another Instagram for the show or whatever the case is, we can do that, but you're not getting my login credentials, so you gotta blame yourself on that one. The fact that you trusted somebody with your login information is just crazy to begin with. So for that, you can't blame nobody but yourself on that one, you know. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys would deal with this situation. Do you guys think that it was okay for Ezee to take the Instagram account because they canceled the contract? I would say if that was something that was listed in the contract, that, okay, this Instagram account is now going to be tied to, or going to be managed by Ezee, and Ezee has the right to take away that Instagram account at any time. Maybe they have some type of contract that says that. But otherwise, like, if they grew, they grew. You know, that was the benefit of being on the show. So it is kind of fucked up that they don't have their Instagram, no matter how they got those followers, in my opinion, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, their shit was going to grow. They was on the show. But at the same time, it's just like, is it really necessary to pull that Instagram, like to delete the Instagram account? But once again, how could Ezee even delete the Instagram account if they didn't give Ezee their login credentials? So that's yo bad. Y'all just gotta learn a lesson, man.
And we started at 6,000 followers. That's a lie. The Instagram is gone, but what made you like feel as if you could do that? Let me tell you, because you said we didn't have as many followers as we would until now because of you.
Right, you did. Yeah, you did.
So what about the 6,000 followers?
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of the 2,000 followers.
Okay, even if we had 2,000 followers, we're at 200 now. So what's going to go on for that?
Build it up just like you built your TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Build it up just like you did your TikTok. Ooh, that's why I'm saying, man, like, don't give your shit to nobody, bruh. Don't do that shit. Do I personally agree with that? No. You know, now I could say if the twins came online defaming my character and all of that shit, I could understand why Ezee would delete the account. But if I'm not mistaken, Ezee deleted the account before the twins even went live. Somebody comment down below and let me know. Somebody clarify. Provide some clarity for me on the situation. You just got to think. That's somebody's original Instagram account. And yes, being on the show pumped them up, 30K followers? Which is great. But does that warrant you taking that from them just because y'all had a falling out? I don't know. And especially if the twins never brought anything to the internet as far as the beef with Ezee, I don't think that should have been deleted either. But once again, it was in your hands to not give over your login information to somebody anybody. I don't care if you trust them or not, bro. Nobody, my mama won't even get my login credentials. You feel me? So it's just like one of them things. I hope they learn a lesson on that. And never, never, ever, 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 ever protect your shit, man. Protect your shit. And on the business side, it seems like they need to learn a lot. And hopefully they did learn a lot from this experience. And maybe they needed to go through this shit so this shit wouldn't happen again. Once again, right? The lessons that you learn can be turned into W's. So hopefully they do not sign another contract with agreeing to fork over 40% of their income from social media outlets and platforms. That shit is crazy. All right. And for 2, never give your login credentials to anyone whatsoever. If that person or your manager wants to see your stats, you can always send a screenshot to them, right? But never give them your fucking login, man. Shit like this can happen. So let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. At this point, man, the twins really just need to just keep grinding. Like Ezee said at the end, keep grinding, build your shit back up. It is what it is. Sometimes shit happens and you just gotta, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, ain't no point to be crying over spilled milk like they always say, right? Pick the pieces back up, try to put them together the best way, or fuck all them pieces and start a new puzzle, you know, and just work with that shit. Build on that. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below, man. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joey still a hall. I'll see you guys in the next motherfucking video, and I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.